You're looking at the 2026 BMW iX, an electric luxury SUV that has quietly achieved something thought impossible. Forget the polarizing exterior you see. The real shock lies underneath. This vehicle, which tips the scales at over 5,600 pounds, delivers a ride quality and supreme cabin isolation that rivals BMW's own $140,000 7 Series. How did German engineering defy the laws of physics, making a massive, heavy electric SUV feel light and exceptionally comfortable over long distances? This wasn't just a design refresh. BMW fundamentally re-engineered the suspension for maximum long-range comfort, pushing the top-tier xDrive 60 to a market-leading EPA range of 364 miles. But with a starting price that still hits the wallet hard, the central question for the discerning buyer remains: does the spectacular build quality and road trip comfort truly outweigh the cost of entry and the steep depreciation common to this new EV segment? We'll find out if this is the ultimate electric road warrior for the mature luxury buyer. Let's dive into the core engineering that allows the 2026 BMW iX to pull off its comfort trick. It all comes down to its bespoke EV-only architecture. The cabin is an absolute fortress of quietude, thanks to a combination of meticulous sound insulation and those massive battery packs mounted low in the floor, which actively dampen road vibrations. The result is a quietness on the highway that makes conversations easy and long-haul driving remarkably less fatiguing, a crucial point for the mature buyer. The real game changer is the adaptive dual-axle air suspension. This isn't just for a smooth ride, it's a dynamic system that constantly balances the car's 5,600-pound weight. In comfort mode, the iX literally glides over rough pavement, absorbing bumps and potholes with a plushness that will genuinely surprise anyone coming from a traditional SUV. But when you switch to sport, it stiffens up, and with the optional rear-wheel steering, this behemoth shrinks around you, offering surprisingly eager handling for its size. Now for the numbers that matter most for an EV owner: range and charging. The mid-tier xDrive 60 variant, which is the sweet spot for the savvy buyer, now boasts a highly competitive 364 miles of EPA estimated range, thanks to subtle efficiency gains from new silicon carbide inverters. When you do need to charge, the iX handles DC fast charging at a respectable 195 kilowatts, getting you from 10% to 80% in about 35 minutes. Perfectly acceptable for a road trip coffee break. Inside the cabin, the feeling of luxury is undeniable. The available crystal glass controls, the huge panoramic electrochromic sunroof that frosts over with the touch of a button, and the premium Bowers & Wilkins diamond surround sound system all speak to superior build quality. Crucially, BMW listened to feedback and introduced the new M multi-function seats. These are a game changer for long-range comfort, finally offering the kind of adjustable support and bolstering that was sorely missing in previous models, ensuring those 364 miles are spent in ergonomic bliss. However, a serious drawback remains in the cockpit ergonomics. While the massive curved screen looks impressive, many core functions like adjusting the radar cruise control distance are still buried in multiple touchscreen menus, forcing you to take your eyes off the road. It's a clear, functional weakness that BMW hasn't fully addressed. But the biggest question we must answer in the next section isn't about luxury or performance. It's about cold, hard cash. Given the rapid pace of EV depreciation, does the iX's superior build quality and long-range comfort hold its value better than the competition? Or will the discerning buyer take a massive financial hit a few years down the line? You need to stick around for our final verdict on the long-term cost of ownership. We've established the xDrive 60 is the comfortable, long-distance champion, a vehicle that coddles the driver. But what if you pay the premium for true M performance? we put the range-topping iXM70, a 650 horsepower, 811 pound-feet monster, to the test. On paper, it's a supercar in an SUV shell, rated to hit 60 miles per hour in a blistering 3.6 seconds. The surprise isn't that it's fast, it's how it handles that speed. On our initial launch, the instant, brutal torque is a genuine shockwave. Your head snaps back, and those new M Sport seats finally earn their aggressive bolstering. You can feel the new silicon carbide inverters delivering power with lightning precision. The M70 exceeds the expectation of straight-line speed, but the turning point comes when the road curves. Despite the rear-wheel steering and the adaptive air suspension, the sheer reality of 5,700 pounds hits you. Push it hard, and the M70 falls short of a true sports car experience. There is noticeable body roll, and the front end begins to push wide. It's the weight, beautifully managed, but undeniable. Crucially, in the upper performance limits, the steering can feel vague, a trait BMW engineers simply can't fully eliminate in such a massive vehicle. It sacrifices that signature M feedback for the smooth, quiet luxury that defines the core iX. The result is a thrilling paradox. The M70 is a phenomenal, physics-defying luxury cruiser with the power of a rocket, but it's not a true M-track car. It's the ultimate statement of electric power, but it raises the biggest question of all for the discerning buyer who values their wallet. Given the significant premium for this 650 horsepower rush, does the M70's performance justify the hit it will take in depreciation compared to the better balanced, longer-range xDrive 60? That's the financial secret we reveal in our final verdict. So, after putting the entire lineup of the 2026 BMW iX to the test, from its physics-defying comfort to the M70's raw power, we arrive at our final verdict. The iX has evolved from a polarizing electric experiment into a formidable contender in the luxury EV segment. Its greatest strengths are undeniable: world-class build quality thanks to the CFRP and aluminum chassis, an astonishingly comfortable ride with the adaptive air suspension, a must-have option, and a real-world long-distance range that genuinely exceeds rivals like the Audi Q8 e-tron. Its weakness, however, is clear. Cockpit ergonomics are still a chore, and the initial hit on depreciation is steep across all trims. This gives us a clear recommendation for two distinct buyers. The savvy road tripper, our pick. The iX xDrive 60 offers the absolute sweet spot. It delivers 536 horsepower, which is more than enough, but, crucially, boasts the maximum 364 miles of estimated range. This trim maximizes comfort and range for those long journeys across the US and Canada, while avoiding the financial overkill of the M70. The performance aficionado. The iX M70 is for the buyer who simply demands the fastest number. Its 650 horsepower is intoxicating, but the higher price point and shorter range mean you are paying a significant premium for the badge, not practicality. The biggest takeaway for our audience, who prioritize value and long-term ownership, is the depreciation reality. Data shows a used iX can lose over 50% of its value in 5 years. Therefore, our best buying advice is simple. Lease the iX to avoid the initial depreciation curve, or target a certified pre-owned model at 2 to 3 years old for a massive discount on a vehicle with superior build quality. The 2026 BMW iX has raised the bar for electric luxury and comfort. It proves that electric SUVs can feel substantial, refined, and ready for any road. But is its long-term financial reality right for you? Tell us in the comments. Are you leasing the comfortable xDrive 60, or are you buying a used M70 to snag a depreciation bargain? Let us know your strategy below. And of course, if you found this deep dive valuable, like this video and subscribe to the channel for more expert reviews and buying advice.